I know some personal things about Nick right now. I don't know how this is possible.
Bad?
Yeah. Like he just stopped doing, he was addicted.
Like, do we know, or do we just, is it just?
I mean, you see,
we don't know that.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
How do you do?
But, and so.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
so I was there.
You smoked it with them? I wasn't there.
Did you see that picture I sent you when he's skinny as fuck? He's got a sword in his hand. Nick doesn't have any money, nothing. He has nothing. And that's sad.
All right, so Nick Diaz was just recently pulled from his UFC 310 comeback fight without any official reason given, and as much as I hate to say it, I'm pretty sure it's because he's currently battling a drug addiction and was deemed unfit to fight. And it's not like I've come to that conclusion based on zero evidence. If you've at all been paying attention the last couple of months, then you're probably aware that there's been a lot of troubling posts and videos made about him that strongly indicate that he's going through a substance abuse problem. There's been videos posted about Nick that show him acting very strangely. His girlfriend outright said that he's an addict, and just the other week, he was accused of scamming his own fans on Cameo. And yeah, in this video, I will be taking you through all the deeply concerning events that led up to Nick getting pulled from UFC 310, and I'll also talk why I'm really concerned for Nick's well-being at the moment. Okay, so the first video that I want you guys to watch was uploaded to YouTube in February of this year.
To none other than Nick Diaz. What's up, brother?
What's up? I'm out here.
Such a good guy, just a regular, normal guy. Pleasant. We're having a good time kicking around.
Yeah, we're doing all right. We're here, moving around. J-Boy found me. He found me out here, you know. I mean, I was half dead when he found me. I was, you know, born to one-legged bitch of a mother. I didn't, you know, have much going on. He took me on in, and now here we are. So
that's a whole lot more than what happened, but it makes me sound awesome, so I'll go with it. What else did I do, bro?
And then I was, you know, had a camera forced on me first time, and I couldn't get out of it. And the second time, same happened. You know, so here we are. You know.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, you guys out there, you know that I have not been doing interviews for a while, but he's so humble. He's such a good dude. I had to just grab him because I'm in awe of the fact that you're such a regular guy, and that's your greatness.
I will do that.
Thank you. You know what the cool thing is? Half the people in the store know it's you, the great Nick Diaz, and the other half don't. And that's what's so amazing, because you just blend in. And like, you're not like walking in like, hey man, look who's here, you know? I love that.
You watch the fights.
Of course.
And you know it's good experience now.
Oh, hells yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for jumping on here, brother.
Hey, don't blow my cover.
It's our secret. God bless you, bro.
Okay.
God bless you.
And it's like, do I even really need to say anything here? This video is insanely depressing to me, and if you could seriously watch those clips and say that Nick seems just fine, then man, I don't know what to tell you. And you also might be saying that Nick has always been an awkward guy who's always been uncomfortable in front of cameras, and I agree with you. I mean, the guy literally no-showed his UFC 137 media obligations because of his severe social anxiety. But I feel like Nick's twitchy mannerisms and unfocused speech pattern here make me think that this is more so the effects of him using drugs. Like, I get that Nick has always been a little bit of a strange guy who's always hated being on camera, but even for Nick's standards, this is not normal behavior. I mean, compare those clips to this podcast episode that he was on just 11 months earlier.
I started, when I turned 16, I watched Royce Gracie and was like, I found somewhere to do jiu-jitsu, and the people who had talent, they were coming from Cesar Gracie Jiu-Jitsu in Pleasant Hill.
Yeah.
The guys that were teaching and had technique and trained with the gi on. And
like, I cannot be the only one that thinks the difference between this version of Nick and this version of Nick is cause for concern, right? It looks like he's lost a ton of weight, his skin is way more pale and has a sickly yellowish coloration to it, and his ability to construct basic sentences seemingly took a massive nosedive in less than a year's time. Anyways, this next video needs no introduction. I'm sure that everyone's already seen it, or at the very least heard of it.
Nick!
What? What are you doing?
Are you okay?
What's that for?
Are you alright?
Now, I've seen some people say that this guy actually isn't Nick Diaz at all, but it's like, I don't know, man, I'm pretty sure that's him. Given, I guess it could be a total coincidence that this shirtless guy looks and sounds identical to Nick Diaz and also responds to the name Nick, but I'm fully convinced that this is him. I've also been seeing people spread this completely unsubstantiated rumor that this is just simply Nick doing a vigil for his ex-girlfriend who took her life by walking into traffic many years ago. And look, I'm not saying that this is not the case. Frankly, I am much more willing to believe that this is him doing a memorial for someone he cares about than I am believing that this isn't even Nick Diaz at all. Like, honestly, I'm really not too sure what to make of this video besides the fact that I do fully believe that this is Nick Diaz, but what he's doing and why he's doing it is completely a mystery to me. What I do know, however, is that the very next day after this video was posted and went viral online, Nick's girlfriend posted this message directed to him on her Instagram story where she outright says that he's battling drug addiction. First of all, I really don't think that this is the right way to go about helping somebody get clean. There's a reason why the term private matters exists, and I think that someone's substance abuse issues probably fall within the scope of information that should be kept away from the public. Anyways, you might not believe that this is Nick Diaz in the street video, or you might believe that this is simply him holding a vigil for his ex-girlfriend, but the fact of the matter is that regardless of context, Nick's own girlfriend outed him for his drug addiction the day after this video was posted. And I don't want to make an ass out of you and me, but I personally think that it's pretty safe to assume that Nick's girlfriend is the person filming this video and is the voice of the woman that you hear behind the camera. Oh boy, I don't know why this next case makes me as sad as it does, but just last week it came to light that Nick has been allegedly scamming his own fans on Cameo. If you're not familiar with Cameo, it's basically a service where fans can pay celebrities to make videos for them, where usually the celebrity is asked to say like happy birthday or something. But the thing is, when it comes to Nick's Cameo page, this guy is charging over $200 per video message, and when you look at the actual videos that his fans are paying for, then you'll really understand why he has so many one-star reviews.
Hey Ethan, Chloe, congratulations on your training, and I wanted to tell you, be proud of being a Diaz. Hey Adrian, happy 30th birthday. I hope you're doing well, training hard.
Okay, so first of all, I feel like people could find way better things to spend $200 on than asking their favorite celebrity to send them a half-assed video message. And this isn't even specific to Nick Diaz. Like, I'm really struggling to understand why someone would pay Kevin from The Office $200 to wish them happy birthday, or Draco Malfoy $500 to congratulate them for like graduating high school or some shit. But when it comes to Nick, the messages that he's being overpaid to do are so ridiculously simple and involve literally no planning or preparation in the slightest, so the fact that he's outright scamming the people that I would imagine are his biggest fans is really disappointing. And even though I don't think that any UFC fighter should ever scam their fans for any reason whatsoever, I feel like what Nick is doing here is particularly shameful, because it's not like he's operating a crypto scam like Hamzat did, where investing in the coin is inherently gambling. The people who are paying Nick for these videos are the same people who've been fans of him for the last 20 years. They were willing to pay him way more than a service like this should cost in exchange for a video message where all he had to do was put in the bare minimum amount of effort into it, and he still wasn't even able to do that. This is pretty messed up, man, not gonna lie. And of course, in a video like this where I'm talking about how Nick might be dealing with a serious drug addiction and the fact that he's clearly scamming his fans for $200 a pop, I'm sure you guys can assume what I assume Nick is doing with this money. So to try and avoid being too predictable, I guess I'll say this: I hope that I'm wrong. I wouldn't even say that I'm the biggest fan of Nick Diaz or Nate Diaz, I just don't want to see a true legend of this sport spiral down a path of self-destruction. Look, if I'm wrong about all of this, if I am wrong about the gas station video, the shirtless street video, and the Cameo videos, and I'm incorrectly seeing a man that's falling victim to substance abuse, then I will be the first to admit it, gladly. But I honestly don't know how anyone can watch these videos and not feel deep concern for Nick's health and well-being. And especially seeing as his comeback fight was cancelled without any official reasoning given to the public, and just today, Vicente Luque himself said that he was never told why Nick was pulled from the card. It definitely makes me wonder what Dana and Hunter know about Nick's situation. Like, the fact that the UFC has made it a point to not reveal the reason for Nick being removed from the card ironically says a lot to me, but maybe I'm reading too much into this. Maybe Nick got injured, or maybe he decided at the last minute that fighting again at 41 years old probably isn't a great idea and he made the decision himself to back out. But honestly, I am pretty doubtful that Nick pulling out of his fight has nothing to do with all of the stuff that I just talked about in this video. Anyways, I can't really think of a smooth way to end this video, so I'm just going to end the video here. Definitely let me know what you think about Nick Diaz's current situation. Do you think that he's struggling with addiction like I do, or do you think that this is all just one big coincidence and a crazy misunderstanding? As always, if you like the video, then like the video, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. I appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.